Bringing home the second national title in Harvard history, it means a lot, and it's especially important to me to have done it with this particular team and this particular group of coaches.
At the beginning of the season, that competition was a tough one for us, and our team this year coming in was a very young team. Our first tournament of the season was a trial run of what it's like to move together, to do things together, to fight together. And we learned a lot of valuable lessons, and so we came back, we put our heads together and thought of all the ways that we could continue to support each other.
You know, it's just a great experience, St. John's. The level is just so high, and there's so many bouts that you're fencing within one day. So you're getting more high-level bouts at St. John's than you would if you go to a Junior World Cup, which is pretty wild. It's a really young team. You know, we're only graduating 2 fencers across both men and women's programs. I think it was great to have that very high-level competition right at the beginning of the season to really test where we're at and figure out, you know, where we needed to make adjustments.
Over the course of the winter, I felt that the coaches really introduced a lot of importance on small details, and there was a big buy-in from the group all winter. And I think the success we found in the spring and the late winter was just kind of a result of the work into paying attention that happened previously.
So Ivies was kind of where it started to all come together for us. Just previous to Ivies, we had dropped a home meet with the men to NYU, which I know they were very disappointed about, and we kind of all met and we talked about where our shortcomings were, where we needed to be in 2 weeks to do what we did at Ivies. The men's épée squad came out at Ivies swinging hard. They went 7-2 against Columbia. And the Columbia squad's a good squad, and our guys were just focused, determined to just make their mark. And from that kind of moment on, the men's épée crew really were pretty dominant throughout the remainder of the season. The women's épée squad in particular, showed depth of character and depth of strength to push and win a lot of really, really, really important bouts.
It was amazing to qualify 12 at the regional, and I think, again, you could have an all-star team and not qualify 12. Everyone can win or lose on that day. So I think going into the competition, we just wanted to make sure that everybody kind of, put their heart out there and left everything that they could. And as long as that they were happy with their performance, regardless of whether they qualified or not. It's been a tough year. So I think, being able to pull that off and bring home, 12 nominations for the NCAA was just show how much willpower this team has.
Beforehand, we prepared. We were all on the same page. So heading into nationals, I think we were kind of just we know we have a chance to win, and I think we're just all going to try our hardest and see how it goes. I think most of the time we were just all supporting each other, and honestly that support was very, very needed. 2 days of fencing in a row was crazy, where anyone was fencing and they were their spirit was low, and just hearing that extra boost of support and that someone's there for you is just very, very helpful.
I think the women fenced fantastic and they were pretty strong, and I think the men handled the lead that they were given very respectfully, and they were able to push through.
I'm really happy for Emily being able to finally win an individual title. What was most special about her win was that she had to execute on something she's not super comfortable with, and so how special to do it at NCAA's in the final when she'd led her team to the #1 position. I don't think she'll ever forget that, and we certainly won't.
Honestly, I think this year I just wanted it. I wanted it more than I ever had before because I knew we had the gold in our hands, and so I wanted to show the men who are fencing the next few days in grueling matches that we continue to be excellent throughout the day. I think I really wanted to not only be an inspiration for my team so that we could take the team gold, but also I was just hugely inspired by their performances.
It's like being in a mountaintop. You look around and you see the faces of, everyone who's been training day in and day out. That made it a really incredible moment.
When we were on the podium and we had our trophy and the confetti was falling and everything, I was just really happy. I used to be someone that would get more anxious when I would win because I was oh, I gotta repeat this, I gotta do it again. And I totally have let go of that. And so I was just really focused on how to impart that to the team and to my other coaches, and to really enjoy the moment together and celebrate together and to try to do it again next year.